So I just finished watching JeanFrancoisCD's organisational video this morning, and he had kind of reached out to a couple of us on Twitter there the last day, kind of asking us to do updated organisation or makeup storage or whatever you want to call it video. So I have been kind of moving stuff around in the last few weeks, and I got a few bits from Muji for storage and organisational purposes. So I think I'm going to film, or I am going to film, an updated organisation room tour storage video for you today. So this is going to be, or that's what this is going to be. So I'm just going to switch cameras and show you how I have everything now at the moment. Hopefully it won't be too long. I have my kind of self-made couch, which is like a bed and another mattress to make it look like a big couch, but it's handy for when there's people over. This is the picture that's now on my wall for people who are wondering. It's one that I did in college, so like, I don't know, about 12 years ago. That was kind of what I look like, if you could imagine it. Well, the hair and the fringe anyhow, when I was starting college, I was around 18. Anyhow, so I'll start over here. My new makeup trolley, my Zuka case and the Inglot case, they kind of just fit in that area. So here now I've moved my airbrush stuff over. So that's the Luminous one, Dine, and then in this drawer I just have all my airbrush makeup. So in this guy here, which is just like a cutlery organizer, it's a little bit higgledy-piggledy because I just threw stuff in. Then any paperwork or like press releases or anything like that I have there, and that's just for the Dine. Okay, and now for the main kit area. So again, it's these three guys which I've shown before. I got them in B&Q. I think they only cost about €30, €20 maybe at the moment. And then the smaller guys you can get in like Aldi or in different container stores or like discount stores and stuff like that. So I'll start here in the top one and just move my way over quickly. So in the top drawer here I have my foundations. So these are all my kit bits in the big one, by the way. So yeah, that's what they're all in now, and I do plan on decanting them actually into these guys, which are like called stacking pots, to see how they go along. And you know, I only have to put in a little bit at a time for kit purposes. But for the moment I usually do just throw a few of them into my kit. Then I keep some concealers and stuff in there, and then there are cream eyeshadows in those. In here I have my lip products, so I still have all my, well, some of my lip glosses for my kit just left in that bag, and then all my other lip glosses are in these ones at the moment. But what I've been deciding to do, or what I decided I want to do, is start putting my lipsticks into more of these guys from here on out. And especially when I was looking at Jean-Francois' video this morning, I'll link to that below. He has all his lipsticks in massive big stacking stacked pots, like big stacked pots of big stacks of pots, I don't know. He has all his in these kind of things anyhow, and it's just handier because you're only opening one at a time really, so the air isn't getting to all of them when you only want to use one, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's where I keep most of those. Now you can see there's hardly any loose lipsticks because I just keep them in my own personal makeup really, because I rarely put them in my kit. And here it's where I have all my powders, so Studio Fix powders and blot powders here. Some of my bronzers, some smaller bits, blush palettes, just some loose powder I have in stacking pots again. I'm big into stacking pots. My Chanel de Tan or whatever you call it, and then I have a few different like MAC blushes and highlights and different highlights and sleek bits, and yeah, so that's what I have in there. In this bottom drawer I just have a few different like empty makeup bags, just small ones that I just need somewhere to put them, and then my hairbrushes for personal use. In here I have a few palettes. Now the rest of my palettes, my MAC palettes are here. There's all my Inglot palettes. And then I have my like bigger palettes, like the 120 palettes and the 80 palettes and all those, on these little what you call it? It's like a letter holder, yeah. And that's where I keep those guys. So I thought it was just handier having them up and out. But I have a few extras in here, and then I have all my I have a few of my loose pigments in more stacking pots here. these would be the ones that I take with me in my kit, because there's no need to take all the empty ones. So there's actually loads of pigments in there, but there's loads of, they're small stacking pots, so it just makes travel easier. And then more guys in there. Then in here is where I keep my baby wipes and tissues for personal use when I'm at my table here. Now normally I have at least 2 packs of each. I'm just running a little bit low on supplies, but yeah, so I almost keep this drawer here open for when I'm working here, so I can just like move over and grab a bit as I need it. Down here is then where I keep all my couch rolls, so that's just one that I more use for cleaning. It's handy, you just pull from the centre. Couch roll. I like the small ones rather than the big long ones, they're just handier. And a few like hand wipes and stuff like that. And down here is where I keep more supplies, so cotton discs, more tissues, more baby wipes, those things, you know, mainly the kind of things that I need just for sanitization and stuff like that, or hygiene rather, for my kit. Then in here I have my makeup brushes, so I keep the makeup, you know, these guys, whatever you call them, the rolls, not really rolls, but you know, they're brush carriers. And I have the Sedona lace one there, and I have the Sigma one there, and then I keep my actual brushes in these 2 brush belts. So I keep my face brushes in the top one and my eye brushes all there in the bottom one, so I'll just put them in my kit as I need them. In here I keep my own hair stuff. I rarely do hair on clients, so it's not really anything to do with them, that's my own stuff. But the 3 most used products are here, which is that stuff for kind of keeping my hair look like it's a little bit shiny and not so dry at the ends. Heat protectant spray, and then my hairspray. Down here is where I keep all like personal electronic stuff, like trimmers and stuff. And then there is where I normally keep all my hair tools. I just have that big volume styler in there at the moment, but the rest of my bits are here. I just have them plugged in because I've been using them a lot lately because of my fringe, and then my ear hair straighteners are over there. So back to the makeup. So that's those guys, and then up in here, which is my personal one, they haven't changed too much, but I will show them quickly. So again, palettes up here, that's a Z palette that Heather Socolum 79 sent me, so I can't wait to fill that up. And it's so cool because it has these magnets inside that are, this side is sticky, you just have to take off the top, and the bottom are magnetized, so you can stick anything in them, which is dead handy. So some of the nail varnishes that don't fit into these drawers are up here, and other bits. So there are all my nail varnishes. They're all the ones that fit nicely in there, and like I said, any overflow can go up top. In here, so again, all these small guys are my own personal makeup. Sometimes the odd bits will overflow into my kit, but generally this is all just mine. My face powders, my highlighters and blushers that I use just really on myself. Yeah, and then up here are a lot of my primers and illuminators. Here we have a lot of my pigments, so you can see these would be the ones. I wouldn't really put them singularly like this into my kit. They are as they are in those stacking pots you saw, but they're a bit of a mess at the moment. Here I have all my sleek palettes. It's quite deep with sleek palettes, but yeah, they had to get their own little drawer. In here are a lot of my smaller quads and smaller palettes. These are the ones that have a little bit more colour to them. And then in this top one, it would be more neutrals. And some of my favourite ones, like the Naked palette, and this one here that I made up by MUD or Mud or Makeup Designery, and that one there, my Phase 2 palette. I love those. In here are the rest of my lip glosses. So you can see for most of the part, these ones are the ones with the wand, which aren't as hygienic or as easy to keep hygiene as the tubular or kind of squeezy ones. So that's why most of these are for myself. And then the other ones in my kit are more ones that I can squeeze out. Then I have cream eyeshadows in here. Yeah, just cream eyeshadows. I would put some of those in my kit, but depends. Then these are like my loose eyeshadows. I honestly don't have too many because I just get everything in palettes nowadays, but there are a few that I liked enough that I wanted to keep. And then there's more pigments and pigment samples and stuff. So that's all the makeup that I have kept over there. So that's most of it, but I do have some of it more on my table. So just in case you haven't seen it before, this is where I sit when I'm doing my makeup. It's my favourite little breakfast bar chair, and it was €50 from Dunnes. I love that. Then the desk again was from Argos, and can't remember how much it was, but it wasn't too bad. It's one of those self-assembly ones. I have a little hook hanging there for hair bands for when I'm doing my makeup, and then just have like, I don't know, magazines and random bits like that on the little drawer, not drawers, but the little shelves there. Then in these drawers, now I moved stuff around. So in this top drawer is where I keep all new makeup that I haven't used yet, and stuff that I want to try out and that have been sent to me or that I bought that I'll be using for videos. So these are all mascaras. Then these guys are all from Max Factor. They're some of the, what are they called? Smoky eye effect, double-ended eyeshadow thingies, the kind of cream things. And then these are lip bits. So they're just handy to reach for and kind of keep in my mind. Then these are slightly more higher end brand stuff that I haven't used yet or need to use, or you know, I have maybe replicas of stuff like the Duo Eyelash Glue and my Vichy stuff that just I haven't opened yet. So I have the option of giving them as gifts or using them for giveaways or something if I need to. And then down here I just have personal stationery and then my stacking pots. So I put those stacking pots in there because the rest of my other bits similar to that would be in here. So these would be like, say, the Muji palettes, and then just loads of little other empty bits and pieces, but they're small enough to go in here, so that's really handy to have. Again, it's more kit stuff rather than just random makeup stuff. In here they're just more hair bands, and then my eyelashes I moved into here. So I have my natural ones all in this drawer. I don't have too many at the moment actually. I need to replenish them. And then a couple more like artistic or kind of out there ones in here, but I only have like 2 or 3 pairs. So that's what's down there. Then I'll go to the top of here first. So there's my big mirror. And then say here now in front of the mirror I have this thing which I got from Muji. So this was $6.50 I think from the Muji website, the UK one, and I keep all my lip pencils and eye pencils in here. So I'll bring it over here because the light's a bit weird there. So yeah, it's like I keep all my colourful lip pencils in here, and then lip stains as well. Then my neutral lip liners in here, colourful eye pencils, and then neutral eye pencils. Yeah, that's pretty much how I do that. So it's just handy. I can see any short ones that are in there, and I can just bring it down onto the table if I need to, but I leave it up there for the time being just for space issues. Then I have my Revlon mirror here. It used to light up, but I honestly found this light so useless that I just took off the cord for power because there was no use for it. And I have that sitting on top of this drawer, like stacking cubes. You can stack them up, but it's kind of expensive. It was actually about 15 quid from a local office supply store here in Galway, but it's really handy. So what I keep in here is this would be stuff that I'm trying out at the moment. So these are the BB creams that I'm trying out at the moment. I have my Maybelline one, my Sleek one, and my Garnier one. I love all 3 of them. The Garnier one is the one for combination skin, by the way. I love all 3 of them for totally different reasons, so I will be showing them again. My night cream, which is a simple one, and then this Clinique Moisture Surge Hydrating Lotion. So they're kind of stuff that I use either every day or that I'm trying out and want to keep in my brain. So that's why they're in there. And then up here is more stuff that I'm either trying out, so like foundations that I'm trying out, and then my concealers that I use on a regular basis. So that's what is in those. Then here quickly would be what the mirror used to be on, but it's MAC, what is it, the blotting papers, my small pencil pairs, and then used lashes that I'll only use on myself, hair grips that I use on my hair, and then more little just random bits and samples and stuff. Then I keep my dirty brushes and this on top of that, so I know it's just handy to throw in dirty brushes and they don't mix up with my clean ones. And then the clean ones go into these acrylic drawers. I got them again in Muji. There's 2 of these 3 partitioned, not drawers, what you call them, whatever you call them, containers. 2 of those 3 partitioned ones, so it's like 6 partitions, or 6 little pots for the makeup to go into, or for the makeup brushes to go into. So these are all my face brushes, and these are the ones that I just use on myself, really, that don't really go into my kit. And then these are the my eye brushes, and I can keep my kabukis and stuff in the front of this. It's just a really handy little holder. So there's 4 little areas here, and then short areas at the front. Then I keep the ones that stand up on themselves there. My duo eyelash glue and eyelash glues in there, and that's just my own makeup bag. Over here quickly, because I know it's getting to be a long video. Random bits that were just kind of left out on themselves, I put them in here so I can move this around and they're not all mixed up. It's just handy. And then I keep like loads of bits in, or not loads of bits, I keep things in these spray bottles, so that's water. Generally use it for like my fringe to keep it down. I have alcohol here, and I have my brush cleanser here, so I just find those things are very handy. Then I have these Muji drawers here. That's actually 3 drawers stacked on top of each other, and that's one of them. That's just where I keep loads of random bits. Like there would be some of my single lipsticks, and you know, liquid eyeliners, my eye primers, just stuff like that. Then this is really handy. I just keep my my cotton discs for cleaning my face. These are my smaller synthetic face brushes, which I love, and I use them all the time. Up here I have some random bits. So again, I have another acrylic case. I got this actually in Flare. It's for holding nail files for nail technicians, but I just love it for random bits like that. Then in here, again, I like to keep this at arm's reach, because these are all the foundations I use just on myself. So just my Bourjois ones, Vichy, Barbara Daly, my Armani, all in my own colour, that's why they're there. So the odd time, if I know I'm going to be working on quite pale people, I might dip into my own ones, but not very often. More foundation, so it's more like the matte ones up here and dewy ones down here. Some skincare bits in there, then they're mostly small bits and samples. And then up here is where I keep my eye creams and lip balms, and then I have a lip coat there as well. My mascaras, the ones that I'm using at the moment, are in here. Now I do have other mascaras in here, but these are all just coloured ones. So they're the ones from Max Factor, and then some from Penny's, and different ones in there. And then Makeup Forever spray. Then here quickly in the corner I have another table, or chair rather, but I didn't have a back, that's why I have got another one. Down here I just keep all the empty boxes of stuff I need to review. Underneath I have like empty products from my MAC products. I keep like say all the empty bags and containers for my Zuka bag and different other empty bags in there and in there, just pretty much as you see it. In here I keep a lot of disposables, so all of these drawers pretty much are full of disposables. You know, like eyelash spoolies and stuff like that. Then in here I have some of my hair bits, so see, kind of samples and stuff like that. So that's what's in there. Now I keep all my skincare, my personal skincare here. I'm going to be doing another video after this in a minute, and just quickly showing my skincare stash, so I'll show that properly in there. But that case, or the container, I got from Dunn's, and it was expensive, it was about €40, but I love it. It's just really, really handy, and that's what that is. Then I just keep, that's my little notebook where I write down ideas for YouTube, and then that's just one thing that I'm trying out at the moment. That's pretty much it as far as my makeup room setup is at the moment. And yeah, so I know it's a really long video, but I suppose there's a lot to get through. So I hope you enjoyed this anyhow, guys, and I'll chat to you really soon. Slán!